Hello, Monty.
Hi.
So tell us, where does your nickname come from?
My nickname, I think, comes from days of the Royal Air Force when I was in the service in the Royal Air Force, and I did some difficult things, and they called me Madman from North Africa.
North Africa? Since when were you from there?
Well, North Africa is related to the General Montgomery, and his nickname was Monty.
Oh,
so you threw him a deep end, and whether he swims or sinks. I used to swim, and they said, "Oh, he's a madman. He's okay. He's Monty." You know. In a way, that's where my name comes from originally. Yes.
So where was it you were actually born? It wasn't.
I was born actually in Kashmir, which is on the northern Pakistan side. It's an independent state. But I was about 16-year-old when I left there and came to UK, where my father was living at the time.
Okay, and now you're in Turkey.
Yeah, after some years, I can't tell you how many years, but some years in the UK. Then three years ago, so I left the UK to come here to have a look around, and ended up working and doing something here.
So what was the reason of coming to Turkey and not?
Originally it was for holidays, and I was so impressed with the whole area, the development and cleanliness of it, and the mountains, the Taurus mountains and the valleys, and beautiful beaches and sunshine, of course. And middle of January I was sunbathing on my birthday, which was 15th of January, and so I thought that was a fantastic place to work and live, and I just thought, how do I get back, you know?
Okay, so run me through an example of one of your investments. You told me about the Kashmir apartment block. Tell us about that.
Yes, Kashmir apartment blocks, we found some investors. Initially, of course, I found the building, which was about 10-year-old building, which was constructed but never lived in because whatever the problem was, nobody actually lived in. They finished off nearly close enough to live, but not quite. So over the period of time, it deteriorated. So when I found out where it was and price and so forth, I contacted 3 or 4 different top investors who have shown interest that they would be willing to invest if they found the right kind of project. So out of that, two people, partners, became serious. They flew over, had a look at the building, and we did some estimation together, and we found that yes, we can make money out of this.
So what have you turned the building into now then?
Well, basically, building was designed to have residential 24 apartments. So we actually then, what we did was we removed everything. We decutted the whole building, and we just used effectively the walls, and we put everything brand new, floors, kitchens, bathrooms, of course new plastering, and would fit lifts into it, and electrical, water system, the whole lot.
You've redone the whole thing then?
We've redone the whole thing.
Okay.
And once these two people came, flew over, we basically made an offer, they accepted it, and within 6 days of making an offer, we actually had the title deeds, which is known as TAP.
So tell me, why do you think they're wanting to invest in Alanya in Turkey then, specifically? Alanya
basically is a beautiful area of whole this region, whole of Antalya. But Alanya particularly is very attractive because it's an old town originally, which has been modernized most of the places. Good quality standards applied for the road, and gardens and beaches are looked after and cared for, and also it's a very small valley, and the mountain background is very close, and there's entertainment places both on the beaches and in the mountains, and just people love and come here, and like we do actually.
Okay. So how do you see the prices of land changing then from now to 5 years' time?
Right. At this moment in time, the certain areas that we work, in general, price rises are about 25-30% anyway, common most places.
In
a year, 25 to 30%. But the investment that people are making, such an investment where we actually live ourselves, project known as Gold City, pricing basically doubling between 2 to 3 years. Now we know last 2 years they've doubled, and so I say 3 years because let's allow some difference. But 2 to 3 years they're doubling whatever you paid, it doubles in that investment.
Okay. So tell me, what challenges do you face in this company, and how do you deal with them?
Within this, working in this country and satisfying our UK customers, it is a bit of challenge because Turkey is far advanced, but there are certain things they do lack, which we have to really work on, is what builders promise and what customer is expected of them. in any villa or apartment is always a big challenge, because what people say, what they don't do. So last 3 years have been a learning curve, and we've actually fulfilled a vast majority of people's demand, and we've got through. But we're now working with certain builders that we know actually what they say, what they do, and we have good quality product for the money. And that stage is now, we're working for basically 2 or 3 builders. And our own self, we have teams of people who are working for us as subcontractors, so we can do the job effectively.
Okay, and what should people, your customers, expect from you?
Well, they basically expect from us a straightforward replies to their questions, and so when they buy something, they are looked after during the process of buying and after buying, because a lot of things are here, they're all on manual basis, and we have to run around a lot. All our staff have to run around a lot to get things done.
I talked to Maria, or Jerry, whichever you want to call her, already. She told me that you take your customers out a lot, and you go to all different places around Alanya.
Well, anybody who's coming for the first time to Alanya in this region would love to see what this Turkey is all about. And we make great efforts to take them out to different interesting places. For example, we might take them to Dimce. Dimce is actually between, it's a valley and a river between the mountains, and we take them there. There's many restaurants at this particular, about 2 or 3 miles of track. And we sit on the riverbed on top of platforms with pillows and all kinds of comfort things, and have a meal, and there's music, and if they have children or themselves, they can swim around in the river and jump from the bridges they made over there. And in fact,
have you jumped from the bridge?
No, not that one, but I do jump. I have jumped from Alanya Castle, which is another famous place. We climb up into the rocks and then crawl through and then jump from the other side.
How high is that?
Story. About 3-story high. If you look down, then you're frightened. So our trick is don't look down and just jump and hope for the best. And it takes some guts, believe you me. And if you think, you better come over and have a look at it. You know.
And I've heard that you like to dance a lot.
Oh, we enjoy, particularly our customers like to enjoy. We get involved with them, and we go out, and we like music, and me and Maria both have fun and enjoy with the customers, and we would dance and music, Turkish and Bhangra music or whatever, Michael Jackson, whatever is going on at the time.
Okay, so tell me the best night out you've had with one of your customers that you remember within the last month. Tell me about one night.
I think, Shaz, I don't want to discuss this on camera. No, really, there's everyone that we go with, whether it's a boat trip, whether it's Alarahan Valley, or whether it's Dimce Valley, or on the mountain somewhere, or on the beach. We just enjoy with them, and all good time. There's no specific the best time. We all have a good time, everyone we go. Because that's the decision we make in the morning when we go. So yeah, we're going to have a good time today, and that's it.
It's as simple as that, is it?
Simple as that. Really.
Okay, thank you for talking to me.